Welcome to Riot Fest weekend. I'm James Van Ostel. This is Car Con Carne. Car Con Carne, presented by Alex Ross Art. Alex Ross, legendary comic book, graphic novel creator, and he has a pretty cool YouTube channel, and here's Alex to tell you about that.
Hi, this is Alex Ross. I appreciate you guys supporting our YouTube, and we create new content every week. I hope you will continue to support us, and please subscribe.
Car Con Carne also brought to you by a book called 90 Days in the 90s. It is a trip back in time to the 1990s in Chicago. It's written by my friend, Andy Fry, and he will be, along with his book, at Loud Pizza Records in Highland Park. That is happening on Sunday, October 1st, so you can get a signed copy, take the gray line back to the 1990s, and relive all the music, moments, and pop culture as Darby, the lead character, who owns a record store, goes back to Chicago during those amazing days. What bands does she see? What clubs does she go to? Relive it all. Get the book in person on October 1st at Loud Pizza in Highland Park. Car Con Carne also sponsored by Easy Automation, easy-automation.net. Are you a homeowner? Are you ready for a truly smart home? Does the idea of minimizing your energy usage while maximizing your comfort sound good? The answer is yes. Easy Automation will help you find a customized solution that is right for you. Their team has more than 30 years of collective experience in the industry and will tailor a service package that fits your lifestyle and needs. Doesn't hurt just to get a quote. Find out more. Go to easy-automation.net or call 630-730-3728, 630-730-3728.
I think I use this exact same microphone to sing into.
Do you really?
Yeah. The 835.
I know 835. I don't know shit about it.
Yeah, I know shit about it. I just recognize it because I see it all the time.
Isn't it funny? Like, I'm good with the content part, the technical side. Forget it.
Yeah, that's what you get other people to do that shit.
Well, Bowling for Soup clearly has people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a team.
Yeah, there's a whole team.
And oh my God. All right, so I'm here with Rob of Bowling for Soup. Good morning. We're recording this like bright and early.
It's actually, no. As of 2 minutes ago, it's good afternoon.
Oh, we should go for lunch.
Yes, great.
And you are dressed appropriately for Chicago.
Yeah.
I guess you're dressed appropriately for anywhere.
Basically for anywhere. It's a shirt that says tacos on it.
Who doesn't love a good taco?
I don't not love a good taco.
So the Getting Old Sucks tour with
Yes.
Mest and Authority Zero.
You're speaking of Riot Fest right now, right?
I am, but I mean, you're on this tour.
The tour, yeah. So, yeah, exactly. And it's bands that have known each other for 20 years, 20 plus years. So all like together as bands, all three bands have been pretty close for a long time. And even individually, like even before I was in Bowling for Soup, I knew members of Mest and Authority Zero. So it's like we're all kind of getting old and sucking together.
And of course, we all know Mest very well here.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
That's right.
Yeah, they're our guys.
Yeah. Great band.
So let's get to Riot Fest. I mean, how does it feel to rev up in front of this crowd? This seems like the perfect place for you to play.
So that's funny. We, as a band, we sort of collectively, I remember saying something when Jarrett texted the group. We're like, we got Riot Fest this year. We're like, really? Awesome. Because we always kind of felt like we weren't the cool kids, So like
People still like to have fun.
Exactly, and I think that's like we're not scared to do anything. Obviously, it's just everything's fun for us. And yeah, Riot Fest is a very fun crowd. It just sort of always seemed like we would never get that offer to do it because of it is an eclectic mix of artists that play, but it just seems like where we'd fit in was odd because we're a little more goofy, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's a fact. If you like Insane Clown Posse, you're going to love Bowling for Soup.
Well, they're a very serious band.
Very serious. Yeah, they don't clown around. Or do they?
Man, you got to that right before I could.
It seems like Bowling for Soup has figured out how to achieve success in the modern day. Being aggressive on digital and killing motherfuckers with kindness.
Yes, we try and do both things effectively. The aggressive with digital. See, I'm the youngest guy in the band, and I'm the worst at it.
Really?
Yeah. So Jarrett is always been ahead of that stuff. So I mean, he's on TikTok right away, and I just never got it. I post on Instagram, and I can make a story, But other than that, like he's the one that keeps us ahead of it. He's very good at it.
I love that. And as you are the newest member of the band, which at this point, I mean, you've been in the band long enough.
Yeah.
When you came on, was it kind of like jumping on a moving train?
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. We were already all really good friends for 10 years before I even started playing with them. So it was easy as far as like just hopping aboard and going with it. There was no growing pains. There was no learning how the dynamic of the group works, which is why, they could have asked anybody, but they were like, well, we know this guy, so we've toured together for years and shared buses, and so it was a pretty seamless transition. But yeah, the train was already moving when I jumped on it too, so we kind of went right to work,
So your set list, I mean, I know the stuff you're going to play. I mean, I guess the internet has ruined everything for people, hasn't it?
It's ruined a lot of things. It's made a lot of things cool.
Yeah, for sure. We can do this and share it far and wide.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, the fact there are no surprises anymore, really.
I guess there could be. Well, okay, because you're talking about when people just upload the set list, right?
Yeah,
They'll get a picture of it. So it wouldn't really count for us because we never play the same set twice. There was
right?
Well,
good for you.
Mostly there was a point when we were doing it, but it was when we were doing these UK tours with a lot of pyro and stuff where it wasn't us that wanted to do it. It was like the production team that was like, we need to know so we don't light you guys on fire.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
But other than that, we'll put together what we call the list that goes in front of us on stage. It says songs Bowling for Soup might play today, and there's like probably 20 songs that are there that we'll just look at, and Jared will just start one of them, and we'll be ready to play it, and that's about it.
It's
close
a pretty
to
big catalog.
Yeah,
It's a lot to wrap your arms around.
Yes, there's a lot of songs, but we've made sure that we're fairly proficient at like, I'm gonna say right now we could probably whip 40 of them out of our ass.
That's
and
a lot
I
to whip out
never
of your
want to
ass.
play that long of a set ever.
So when you play the Phineas and Ferb song, do people just go batshit?
Yeah, that seems to be the one that gets the biggest, because it's great. It's kids that love the show and the parents that had to watch it with their
That's
kids.
it.
So everyone is on board with that one.
I'm of the parent side of that
Yeah.
equation, and I remember when that cartoon first became a thing. I'm like, no shit,
Yeah.
like this is great.
You see, I'm right in the middle. I was too old to care about cartoons when that was out. I was already an adult, but I didn't have kids yet. So to me, it just existed.
And we're at the end of summer vacation.
That's
at
true,
this point
yeah.
in mid-September.
I don't know what school district does 104 days of it, though. I want to go to that one.
Yeah, I clearly was shipped to the wrong district.
Yeah, the New York City and Pennsylvania school districts I went to did not do that.
One thing I love, one of the many things I love about Bowling for Soup, the covers. Having fun with other people's songs.
Yeah, and we even we just put out a whole album of them. Yeah.
I mean, the Eddie Money cover
Oh,
was
yeah.
fantastic. Baby One More Time.
Yeah.
And how weird was Top 40 radio back in the day that a song like Little Red Riding Hood could become a hit?
Could be. Yeah, I know. It's kind of odd, but hey, if you make it work, it'll make it happen.
One thing I've wondered for a long time about Bowling for Soup, does singing about famous people manifest them? Does that bring them into your life? E.g., Alexa Bliss, Brad Pitt. Does that force them into your orbit?
I wish it worked that way. So the Brad Pitt thing is just because Jarrett is obsessed with Brad Pitt. It's his favorite actor of all time.
isn't?
So he was just like, I'm just going to write a whole song about it. And hey, if it brings him to us, why not? The Alexa Bliss thing is actually the opposite. We'd had met her before that song existed, and already kind of were like, hey, she's rad. She's a fan of the band from when she was like younger. Well, everyone was younger at one point. Anyway, but she's younger than us, so she was like into the band in high school and stuff. So when we met her, he met her at like a wrestling thing. Then she came to some shows, and then he actually Jarrett wrote the song, the Alexa Bliss song, as like a birthday gift to her. We weren't going to release it. It was just supposed to be a thing. While we were recording, we're like, let's just do this. That'd be cool. And then she loved it, and she's like, we could put it out. Like, we're the band. We're like, let's put it out. And then the WWE like approved her to be in a video. So we're like, all right, let's do it. Let's put it out there. Not often you get a famous wrestler in your music videos.
Right. Let alone Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, exactly. Who's the coolest person ever?
I believe that's true. All right, so after Riot Fest, what does the rest of 2023 look like for Bowling for Soup?
After Riot Fest, so tomorrow is the last show of the first segment of the Getting Old Sucks tour. We're playing in Minneapolis, and then it's like we'll go home for a week and a half and readjust, see our families, do that.
Which is always weird, right?
That's great. Well, we don't stay out that long. It's nice. We don't do the thing that bands had used to do and still do. We're never out for any more than 2 weeks at a time.
Okay, that seems healthy.
It is very healthy. We split it up. So then I think it's like we'll do these shows, then we're doing the State Fair of Texas, which is awesome because it's a Texas band.
Oh, yeah.
And then pretty much right from there, we're going right back to the Getting Old Sucks tour out west. We're doing the When We Were Young festival in Vegas, which is going to be a big one. So it's a busy fall for us. Winds down a little bit in the winter, couple things here and there, and then we just pick back up next year.
Awesome. Rob, thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you today.
Awesome,
You guys are great.
Thank you. It's great.